Yes, I'll come on, go transfer window podcast! Nice! How we doing, lads? He's good.
Come on, big Charlie boy.
What's happening?
Does anybody know it?
What? I thought this was... You said this is a wee special edition back, aye, for
transfer window check-in, mate.
Nice.
Just explain to viewers at home what it is, please.
No, it's exactly just early summer because there's a lot of sort of movement, a lot going on. We don't want to leave it too long before we
dive back
in. So it's just a wee sort of midway summer check.
Nice.
Right. How's life for it? So that started with you with the kid, mate. Hard.
Aye, good. Tough, aye. Especially being back at training, but nah, she's all good.
What's that with him?
Uncle Paul still no seen her.
That's terrible.
I hate
To be
that.
fair, you were coming down one day, you know, I cancelled, so that was my fault.
Aye, that is bad though. I hate that. I will definitely.
Have you bought it in?
Aye, I've got a wee Zara stuff.
No, he doesn't.
A wee Sarah stuff.
Where's it sitting? You just keep it in your room.
Oh, no.
Imagine you bring a bird
In his motor.
Fucking fireplace. It's on the top of my fireplace.
Can I please come when you go to visit? I'd love to see when you hand her out to him and
I
just
can't,
watch.
aye, he's getting videoed.
Mate,
Don't get
I'm not
videoed.
doing that.
That's awkward, isn't it?
Oh, it's the worst. And everybody's staring at you.
Aye.
And what do you say to you?
Go pretend, right?
I'm
Go.
not
Hand it out to him, Charlie. Hand the baby out
Yeah,
to
bought a
him.
Huel.
Right, go.
Listen.
We bought a Huel.
No. See, mate, see, oh,
Oh, damn. Where's he holding it?
He's no wet neck right away.
Right, say
No.
what you saying?
No.
Say some of that.
What's your kid?
Sorry. But I think it's that
Have you heard the Peter Check story? When the building's blood would
Yeah,
blitz.
yeah, mate.
The physio.
Aye, how good's it, man? So good.
You
I'm
Billy?
not stealing it off him. It's a great
Mate,
joke.
see the whole summer to keep doing this in front of put me in scenarios, didn't you?
No.
The whole summer.
Me and him went to Barca, didn't we, mate?
I went to Barcelona, it was good.
I wa-
He sleeps more than my dog.
I
You
said
know
you
this
did-
myth that he doesn't sleep,
Doesn't
mate.
sleep.
I've always like during the night. I shared with him in Germany.
What was he like? He slept in the bathroom floor, remember what I done with you? He done it in Germany, mate.
Because I didn't want to wake him up because of my snoring.
Non-stop.
And during the night, was he? No, he wasn't like that on
Moving his
holiday,
feet.
mate.
Mate, remember the one I was digging the...
He kept rubbing his feet off the edge of the bed, then going up and down the corridor. I think I spoke about it on here, did I?
I thought
And then
I
he
was like,
said, and then he shouted out at one point, going like, "Put in your gob!" I think it was ice lollies for the fridge, wasn't it?
Who was on the receiving end of that advice?
What?
Who were you saying that to?
No, I fucking can't remember. I was daydreaming.
He woke up the next morning as well.
during the
During the
night.
night? During the night?
He woke up in the morning as well, came out the shower, the towels like, "Oh, that's the best sleep I've ever had." There hadn't been like 15 minutes of silence through the whole night.
Mate, have you been to Barca before?
Aye, I tell you,
On holiday, but no, but I know you played against him, but on holiday.
Aye, I've been
What
holiday.
a place, mate, innit?
Yeah, it was
City
beautiful.
beach.
He had
What?
patatas bravas for every meal, mate.
I watched your tutor. I watched your tutor since they gone live.
How bad is he?
Oof.
Mate, he's a cheating bastard. Yeah,
See, Bonnie's got your feet now.
I did think you were a bit of a stitch.
Did
But yeah, I think you would have won regardless because he was all like a...
Mate, I took him a tour the bus round Barcelona. You're fucking a crabbit wee bastard there as well.
Mate, see the night before we was steaming. He's gave me free melatonin. Because I hadn't been sleeping up to that point. He gave me free melatonin, mate. I've never felt like this the next day, mate. And he booked a fucking bus tour. But see, his bus tour, mate, he's like, we'll go to New Camp, then we'll go to the highest point in Barca. New Camp shut for works. And the highest point was sold out and he hadn't booked it. So we basically drove around Barca looking at houses, mate.
I always wondered
It was
how
like
they own
homes
the
under the
buses.
hammer with Barcelona style, mate. Just looking in people's houses. Honestly.
You got salt to it, weren't you?
Oh, it was fucking...
Sleep on the bus.
I was sleeping on the bus.
I've never seen a fucking thing, mate. Any advice for a young father going through a bit of...
Nah, nothing for you, mate. Just
Don't park next to Michelle Moon.
he's planned that one, hasn't
He set it up. He set it up, mate.
That was pre-planned. wasn't it?
Josh, the funny thing, Josh is doing his driving lessons now. His tests soon, aye.
Is he?
Aye.
I seen him in the gym the other week.
Did you?
Up at Annie's Land.
Oh, he loves that gym.
He's looking at a million, mate.
He loves that gym.
I think he's
He plays as well, didn't he?
What's going on up that gym? He's never away for you.
Mate, that gym's incredible. The spa's like a nightclub. See, when you go at night, mate, it's like a fucking... It's jumping, mate.
He gets about 2 trains and all that to get there. What's
Mate, it's
going on?
untapped to David Lloyd in Annie's Land, mate.
Oh, is that where you go?
It's been done up as well.
Mate, the spa's fucking
Every keeps
incredible.
mentioning the spa. What is it amazing?
Mate, I took him up the other day. Do you know when you can know that somebody's got no fucking clue what to do in the gym? Mate? He goes and grabs the 16s, he's like that. Right, so I'm watching him, because I'm not doing any of it. He's like that. And then he's looking about to see if he's watching. He goes down like that. Starts doing that, look.
Danny McGrain. Danny McRae.
You can do it in your face.
Crunchies. Bodies, that's called bodies, isn't it?
Crunches, mate. His neck was like that.
Your
The
nice
belly was
killing you next day. Not on your stomach.
It's all fucking monsters up that gym, though, isn't it?
I had a big fat mate that had a David Lloyd membership. He used to only go for the spag bol, mate. So he just used to go to David Lloyd for food, mate. So he'd have a spag bol every day up the road.
we got smashed at doubles the other day for didn't we, bro?
No, we beat them.
You want to say that?
Yeah, we beat them.
You were.
Aye,
Worst you've played for a while.
I battered you when we played singles, so I don't know why you're saying that.
No, you never. Why you lying?
Did you?
Is it tennis?
No, Charlie, talking shit, you never. I would have beat him.
If
We
you
got put off
would,
the
you
court
mean you
early.
would have beat him?
You taught yourself up at tennis as well.
It used to be good, mate, but I've lost it. I don't know what it
It's
is.
terrible. I've had him running about, mate. It was like a polar bear running about. Tennis court. The noises that were coming out of me.
I've started back fitness now, haven't I?
Uh-huh.
I have 2 5Ks Friday, Saturday, and then an hour and a half on
Did you?
Sunday.
Yes.
Nice.
But then he went and bought a packet of sweeties off of Amazon. How much for?
20 quid. Big
Well,
bag.
30, what did you, 33?
34.
A £20 bag, you should see the size of this fucking thing, mate, off of Amazon.
What's in it?
Just all sort of like, say the wee ones you used to get at a van. Do you know what I mean?
Penny sweeties.
Aye.
We fizzy
amazing.
mixtures and that.
Brilliant.
20
Why?
quid.
Why not just go to
Because, do you know what,
and buy a
it's
£2
actually,
ba-
doesn't really make sense, but it's because of, I'm doing it because I want to change my diet. So I'm just, I've explained this, so I'll just take a few sweets each time I go instead of going out to shops and buying a packet of sweets every day.
Right.
You know what I
But
mean?
do you know just go overboard and have
That's what he
millions of
does.
sweets?
No, but I don't
Sits
do that. I
millions
don't
there.
do
Just
that.
under your pillow.
Just beside my bed.
What, anything annoys you this summer?
It annoyed us.
Doug's name's up the West End for me, mate. Sitting at the
He's
Bell.
up here.
You know the Bell? There's a pub in Great Western Road, so I'm sitting in a pint of Guinness and this, you can see this guy walking up with his Doug and he's fucking constantly talking to the Doug. Doug goes to take a left into the Bell and he goes like, "For fuck's sake, you stupid idiot, Bennett. Get out of the Bell. We're not going in for a pint." Bennett, mate. His Doug's name was Bennett and he called him a stupid idiot. Bennett, mate.
Bennett.
That's up there for me. Anything else around you?
I was trying to think there.
A guy had a cap on in that spa the other day, mate. Sitting in the spa, guys walking about with a cap on, shorts, nothing on top and a cap.
Swimming cap.
Imagine that. No, an actual cap, mate, kicking about.
I would go in with my clothes on if I went in. No, my clothes on, I'd go in with my t-shirt on then.
Oh, did you just go to the baths with McCall?
No, yeah, I met him for a coffee last week, though.
They two are so tight, mate.
Mate, I met him last week and do you know what he was wearing? A pair of dress trousers and a Brazil tap.
Mate, I see him in
Ian
football gear all the
McCall,
time.
Mate, you are
Sits
so
and
close.
smokes like fuck.
Aren't
I
you?
love him, mate. I do love him.
There's a
That
genius. isn't he?
story with Coyle loaded was
Loaded.
That was
Amazing,
brilliant.
And what about golf? Anything in golf that annoys you?
in golf.
How's your
A
etiquette?
wee bit. There's a wee bit of golf still.
Can I tell me it annoys you about you? The mulligan thing.
What?
Is that an actual thing? A mulligan, you can hit the shot again?
Mulligan, aye.
How's that?
That's
Pure
bad.
American thing in it.
That's bad, that.
Imagine you got that with
Okay.
penalties in football. That was a mulligan.
Aye.
Go on again.
Aye.
I played with Jacob last night, my boy, and he chipped one out. Hit one off a tee, lost it. Hit another one, then chipped in and putted. Like really good hole, apart from the boy lost. What'd you get? 3. What about your first ball? We're counting that, are we? Of course we are. We're playing a game. What else are we going to do? Jeez, oh, can't believe you're counting that. Try to take away my chip and my putt. I was like, but you've lost a ball. Stood in the tee box arguing for about 5 minutes.
You're flying at the old golf.
No, mate.
Flying, mate.
Coming down.
Sorry, mate, tell me I've told you a story about when I played golf with Kel Hutton. Kel Hutton and Cal. So, mate, we're playing that fucking par 3 course, right? Kel Hutton, angriest golf you've ever seen in your life, right? So, very first hole, he's got an 8 iron, right? So, 8 iron, boom, shanked it miles right. And he's like, take mulligans? He's like, aye. So, put another one down, shanks it miles right again. He's like, geez another one. Again, duffs it along the floor. Nah, geez one there. Hits it, duffs it again. Lodges his 8 iron, just stands there for 5 seconds, goes, he's my 7 iron. It's about 6 miles after
Jeez,
His 8 irons about 150 yards to the fairway, mate. Oh, my
What about
God.
people who take ages as well to hit a shot?
He practice swings, aye.
Fucking practice swings, then.
Aye.
They're doing thingy in the green and all that.
And do you need to go on?
I'm shite, mate.
What you like,
No, you're
shite?
Not terrible.
But
aye.
he's very
no,
good.
I'm not. I'm shite.
Let's see
We'll
your
get a
swing,
game.
Charlie.
No,
Can you
no.
rate his swing?
No, I
Come
can't
on,
play.
Paul.
I can't play golf.
Just ease it. Come
But
on.
you're good at tennis, hand-eye coordination.
No,
Come on, Paul, let's
no,
hear
I
it.
can't play golf, so there's no point in asking
Game,
me.
pass
Andy's-
the driver.
No, I'm not doing it fucking
Pass the
scenario.
driver.
Oh. Yeah, I don't play
Come
golf.
on,
so
just
I'm not
stand and
doing
use
it.
a swing.
He's the man that plays golf.
shit.
Lord it,
No,
Lord
no,
it.
no, I've
So
seen
you
it.
go first and Charlie can rate who's got the best swing. You go first, Sonny.
What, am I holding this as a club?
Uh-huh.
But it's fucking tiny. Am I doing this or what?
Aye.
Go on.
What am I? Is this awkward?
You
Wait,
left-handed?
you've not even put the ball in put the ball in, for fuck's sake.
Are you
That's too high.
left-handed?
Mate, that's too high on the tee.
Are you left-handed?
No, right.
Swinging that right towards me. Turn as if you're going that way.
That's what I'm doing.
He's
Right.
going that way.
You're left-handed then?
But you always cross your pinky. Is that true?
I don't know, mate. I don't have a clue.
What the fuck?
Right, just show your swing, go. No.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Miles,
Wait,
right.
what is it? What even?
Mate, that's Miles, right.
What
Give me
is it?
7 iron.
Wait, what even am I doing here? What is that?
How would you rate that?
We should get on. Get
Have
on
you
and get
come
a
on
game.
the no. The three of us and you.
Aye.
Scramble the frees.
Scramble the fours.
Aye.
What does that mean,
That
Charlie?
means we all hit a ball, then we go to the best one. Just keep playing, see what we can get between the fours.
No, I want
So
to
the
beat
best
him.
shot.
Will we get proper dressed up for it as well?
Aye. Full winner.
+4,
Suits.
Martin.
Suits.
Like the old days.
Mate, you're flying, ain't you?
Socks.
Golf channel now, mate. Talk to us about it.
It's alright, I just playing golf, chatting to people.
What's it called, mate?
Mulgrew Pitch To Par. Try to get from 15 down to scratch,
Good idea.
down to 13.2.
Are you already?
Are you
How
gonna-
often are you playing?
See, I live about 200 yards for the golf course. I'll just jump on, do a few holes. Last night played 18, about 4:30. My boy loves it and all. So we just go out and
Jacob.
Jacob loves it.
He's a good laugh as well, isn't he?
He's left-handed. We played the other day, and on the third at Lenzie, there's all houses down the left-hand side, like a couple with like wee balconies and that. He swung, hit. He's left-handed, left right in somebody's balcony. Woman's come out with the dressing gown on in the morning like that. So we're having the episode's still to come out. We're going to get it out, but me and him are chatting to the woman. It's a good laugh.
Brilliant.
No, he loves it. So I've been playing it. It's good. Good. A lot.
What was
You
underneath?
don't play golf, do you?
Nah. What was underneath the 90?
Does that get revealed?
There's a wee OnlyFans section. You need to sign up for $99 a month for that bit.
How
I
long do you
guess
think
as
it'll
well.
take? Sorry, how long do you think it'll take you to get to par? Are you getting yourself a
People
target?
say there's no chance. People say take you years.
Years.
Ah, it would take years.
What? I know,
Aye,
but if you
so
do the
there's
13 and
Aye, it's easy. I think it's easy to get down to like 10. No, easy, but it's quicker to get to 10 to get then further, and then from 5 to scratch is meant to be fucking really hard.
Aye.
So
Are you submitting every card?
every
towards your
time I play, I put a score in.
Aye, so it's going to be very hard then. Because, like, a lot of people just do like their best rounds, wouldn't they, to try and get their handicap
I
down.
just got to do
You're
every
doing
round.
everyone,
Do you
yeah.
ever see the guy played every day till he got for 18 to scratch?
no.
Till he get basically 18 pars at the same course, and it took him 385 days or something.
What
And
is
that's
that?
every
He
day.
played every single day, trying to get 18 pars in a row.
What is that? A year? That's about just over a year.
A year, but every single day, aye. And the course, to be fair, the course looked quite open and that, so.
But you're not doing. Why do you not just play every day? You're not doing fucking anything else, are you?
Aye, should have a family and that, and I can't just play every day.
They're older, so aren't they?
Big guess as well,
I
isn't
don't
it?
see them every day.
Isn't there?
Who's
Bradley Dack was good.
that? He
Amazing.
was good, aye. Just still trying to get the logistics sets right and get the camera stuff sorted and the way we want it to look and all that. So that episode went out and it was quite how I want to see it. So it's hard though, I know, because there's a lot of filming. It's like the format in which you play is important, because see, if you're no twos or no down the middle, the cameraman needs to go there and the shot tracer, there's a lot to it. So
What was his Martin Allen story? It was good.
he had a few. The one, he missed. He
What was
told
the
one.
best one?
The one about the when he had to sit and watch the Sky or something in his house when he was at training. Sent him to go and sit and wait for the Sky man to come. Sat in his living room. He told another one after it. He told another one after it, mate. I was gutted it wasn't on camera. Just as we were leaving, he's like, one day he got us on the canteen. And he's like, right, everybody's there, and he came in and there was a bit of toast in the toaster and he's talking about set pieces. You heard it?
I've heard he does this,
And he just fucking
flings it up.
flings it up as if this is the ball coming in the hang. He threw it till it's centre half let it go. He's like, what are you doing? It's the ball. Heed it. She's like throwing these bits of toast in the centre half. She's met in the canteen. I was gone. Nah, he was really good. Dacky was really good.
He pulled the team bus over and on the side of the
Oh,
motorway
I
and
heard that
told
one
JP
around about
McGovern to
something.
put a corner in, and he's like, "What a ball?" And he's like, "No, just put it in." And JP's like, "There's no," he's like, "Just pretend." The JP goes and runs and puts a corner. He goes, "I'm going to need it a bit higher than that."
Fucking brilliant.
That's
So
genius.
see, every time you get a guess on, is it 18 holes?
No, I've been doing nine scrambles, so
18 holes would take a while, wouldn't it?
it takes too long, aye. Especially, like, a scramble's alright because we go to the ball, we pick the best ball, we just go to that, try not to look for balls and just try and play. I'm going to get a wee bit of a leaderboard going and see if we can, me and Killian done it the other day at Glen Eagles, but the PGA course after white tees, it's hard, but it's good.
33 years and you've not had 18 hole yet.
No, I was struggling all the now.
Been a long summer for you, innit?
Tough summer, aye.
Do you
Real
regret
tough
doing
summer.
pitch pop the Celtic boys 2 nights a week? Goalie shouting,
I think that was a problem.
goalie shouting 4 at goal kick.
Crazy golf every Tuesday, Thursday. What do you mean you forgot your clubs?
How's your golf shoes? What? I need to file them down to golf shoes. Imagine the kit man filing up the bits to the golf.
Planned that, innit?
No. Where can we find the, what's it called? Mulgrew Pitch To Par?
Mulgrew Pitch To Par.
On YouTube.
YouTube and Instagram, aye.
Amazing.
Right, Andy boy, on to you. How's pre-season going? What pre-season is this? What number, mate?
Oh, there's a pet peeve. You're alright,
He's
fucking
gonna say it.
pre-season
That's
number
what the-
7. Nobody gives a fuck what number it is.
That's
I think it would be
unbelievable.
17 or 18.
Incredible, that.
16, 30.
Put a tweet out saying that, mate, please.
I know. Aye, but it doesn't get any easier. Obviously, it gets harder when you get older, but it's been tough, aye.
Is it?
Obviously, new manager coming in last minute as well, so everything's a bit up.
You like?
He's good, mate. He's good. He's intense, but he's good style of football, and that's really good. We just kind of need a couple of players now, but I'd imagine there'll be a few players that are coming in over the next couple of weeks, but it's been good.
When we get sacked face Kilbride, I'm getting a season ticket. I've heard about the style of play.
Aye, total.
Have you?
Total football, mate.
Is it?
Well,
Aye,
done,
that's
man.
Brilliant.
I know, how good.
Aye, it's good.
It's good to hear.
Can't wait to watch it, mate.
Do you think he'll play like for the back goal kicks and every time?
Aye.
Like say,
I'd honestly say in the 3 weeks of training so far, there's been like a goal kick build every second day. Like every second day, different rotations.
And did it all
heavy
change
whacks.
on depending on how the other team press?
So the only kind of stuff that we've worked on the now is whether they press with a 2 or whether they press with a 3. And then what they do with up against the midfielders or what they do with the kind of wide areas like that. So then obviously yesterday we played Carlisle. Yesterday it was a second friendly. And we were good, to be fair. We've done really well. We played SC20 first friendly. Boys were like, fuck me, first friendly, SC20. And that was hard, to be fair. They were good. But again, you know what it's like. I always think, see, when you play a good team for your first friendly, I think it's better because, see, if you've been working on something different for so long, you know you're going to get mistakes. So again, it's looking at what you've worked on, looked at the mistakes you made, and then obviously taking that into the next game after that. And then yesterday was brilliant, done really well.
Mate, we played Espanyol, my first friendly at Portsmouth. I'd only been in a day.
Horrendous.
You know, you think everyone thinks you
Aye.
are fucking hopeless, man.
See, I know, like, see when you play good teams, I know you know that you're going to do more running than no, aren't you? So again, pre-season that you feel fucked up.
but see when you play like a terrible team
And you're shite.
and the confidence just like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, and we played, and it's not a terrible team by the way, but they were in League One at the time. We were done United, we were in the Prem. We played Falkirk, first pre-season game. John McGlynn
Couldn't get a touch.
straight couldn't get a touch of the ball.
Aye.
Pressed us like anything. We just felt, oh my god.
Confidence gone already.
Aye,
See,
it was
it's not
like-
started.
But they were a good team that had a way of playing with rotations and all that. So
We've had a shocker, mate. We were brilliant against Dunfermline and Morton, and then went and played Hearts last night and got absolutely battered, man. We'll play our first game Saturday.
That's a
You're
big
just
ask.
hoping that it doesn't have an effect on the butt, which I don't think it will, but
how did they go against Hearts?
they were so fit, mate. They'll just press man for man, which bigger, stronger boys, you know what I mean? Just they kept taking the ball off us and scoring.
Aye.
And they were so ruthless every time we took the ball. And see when it goes, it was only 2 at half time to be fair, but see when it goes free, you could just see your confidence going. They were getting more and more.
That's a mistake, then, that playing teams like that.
Nah, I think it's good. I think it shows the level you need to get to, don't you? Because we are playing teams at that level in the League Cup, so
Aye.
Here's one for you.
Hopefully we'll learn a lesson.
You get them in the cup.
8
You
10
get-
men behind the ball.
Oh,
No, play the exact same way.
Would you?
Uh-huh.
Would you maybe go longer?
We never turned them enough. We're far too predictable, mate, which we need to work on.
Right.
But again, we had there's 6 or 7 new players playing. I've only been in 2 or 3 weeks, so.
That happens more in pre-season as well.
Yeah.
Like you overplay in pre-season, don't you?
100%.
Because there's no pressure, so boys just overplay for fun like that. Fit the
Every
box,
team
stand
the
wrong,
boss in pre-season, did they? First game in, right in the chart.
You're like, is that the same team I watched fucking 3 weeks ago? Oh, it was brilliant. Mate, Hearts had a number 10 that was very good.
The boy Braga, is it?
Very good.
Well, I was telling you two in the morning, I was saying to Charlie, I speak to a couple of Hearts boys, they said it's the first time in their career that every signing made's a good player. That every signing they've made's been good.
They were sharp as fuck, mate.
Like they've got a 31-man squad and all that, they're all good.
MDL's good.
The best thing ever, Dell said that we were good looking. That's all I took from it, mate.
He said that big one.
I'd rather I lost 8-0 on him saying that than winning, mate. See at the start of the game, mate, you're looking great. I'm like, couldn't give a fuck what the score is now.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
You mean as in
You're looking great.
you?
No, the team, us as people.
Oh, brilliant.
That's what I'm saying. Couldn't have a fuck what the score was, mate.
We'll just sack this and leave it.
I'm got it.
Surprised he said that.
Never mentioned you.
Well, remember I did before the season ended.
What was it
Doug, when
again?
you like my face.
A face of Doug wouldn't like that, was it?
My
Huh?
face of Doug when you like.
We went to Holland and we got a night out at the end, but it was a tour night out. It wasn't. It was after FC20. We were all fucked. Didn't get back to the hotel at 10 o'clock, and the manager says it's a 2 o'clock curfew. I was like, hey boys, did we just stay at the bar here? Like the time you get a taxi, because it's 20 minutes away the wee square. But we ended up going out. We were out for about 2 hours max before we were back in.
That 2 AM curfews.
2 o'clock. Because we're flying the next day and all.
Did they stick to the curfew?
Curfew, aye.
Game's gone, innit?
I know, mate. Roy Keane, that was his thing, wasn't it?
There was never a curfew kept, was there? Ever?
No. Did you come to Ireland with us, reserves, when Rocco didn't even make the training the next day? We're all waiting on the bus for him.
It rings a bell. I don't think I was there, but...
And somebody's phoning him like that. Willie's saying you need to get on the bus. He's like, he could put a loudspeaker, Willie standing at the bus, right there. Tell Willie to fuck off. I'll be doing whatever. Do you remember it now?
No. I remember hearing about it though. I wasn't not been
Comes
there.
on the bus like a rock star, but fucking 2 hours left for the bus. What a hero, man. Lads, we've only gone and got Huel back to bring us this week's podcast. Go on then, Huel. Summer football break is finally here. Got to say, it's been some season for open goal, innit?
This has been my favourite year, Si. It's been unbelievable. But we ain't slowing down just because it's the summer, and neither should your nutrition. That's why I'll be carrying one of these about with me everywhere I go this summer.
Yes.
That way I've always got my Huel Black Edition ready to drink, handy, so I can get a complete meal on me to fuel me up when I'm out and about.
Well, as you know, boys, I'm going to be a dad over the summer for the first time, so convenience for me is going to be key over the next few weeks. I'm going to have zero time for meal prep or cooking, so the Huel Black Edition is going to be a time saver for me to make sure I get a meal in.
You're going to have plenty of sleepless nights, mate, so drinking this means you'll be getting a perfectly balanced meal to keep you healthy while you're running on fumes, because as you know, this has got all the nutrients you need. It's got a massive 35 grams of protein, plus 27 vitamins and minerals, all in one handy bottle. Plus, it's affordable as well.
And I tell you what, that is music to my ears, lads, because as you know, having a Wayne is not cheap.
Well, Andy, aside from the health and price benefits, it's just the taste for me that's beautiful.
Agreed.
Especially in this hot weather, lads. To take one out the fridge is so refreshing. I would go for the chocolate or vanilla that's like a milkshake taste. Going to crack this one open, boys.
Quite right, mate. Well, Open Goal viewers can join the community of hooligans with this exclusive offer for new customers of £10 off using our exclusive code OpenGoal at Huel.com.
That's £10 off for new customers using our exclusive code OpenGoal at Huel.com. Please see our description for the terms and conditions. Unlock a healthy, easier way to eat Huel so you can focus on what really matters. Go on the Huel! Hooligan! Rangers, all eyes on Russell Martin and the 49ers.
Take it away. Because the last week what you've been saying...
Alright, I'm going to say this.
Good.
Couldn't believe the Rangers fans' reaction to Russell Martin's appointment for one.
No, but that's an easy thing.
People saying no to Barry Ferguson over Russell Martin, nuts for me. I think Russell Martin did really well.
That's an easy thing to come here and say, because the
I think it's going to be the closest it's been for years. There you go.
I agree.
You've changed that.
The Rangers have finally got a proper coach manager for me.
But you've changed that.
I need to wait and see based on summer signings, but
Aye.
I'll make my prediction at the start of the season.
I don't know how for 2 weeks I can sit having to listen to this.
Alright, I'll tell you what I did say. I think Rangers could win the league.
You didn't say could.
Obviously, it does depend massively
On who they sign.
On who they sign over the
And
next
who
couple of
Celtic
weeks
sign.
and who they get rid of, because they need rid of players as well.
It was something I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was something with Martin and Rodgers, you said.
I'll keep it for the first podcast of the season. And I was sitting with Scotland International Saturday night. He says that when he was down south, he used to go and watch Russell Martin a lot, and says he's top.
Well, Charlie, you went in to see him,
Spent
didn't
a
you?
few days with him, aye. Really good. Really,
How
really
good?
good.
Like,
The big thing I would say about him is he's a lot to do with build up for the back. But that's because down south, a lot of teams will press you. Don't think teams up here will press Rangers like that as much. Well, with as much conviction. Teams will send one in with somebody on the sitter or maybe two in and sort of half dip their toe in. They'll play through that, no bother. It's who they sign, I think, for the final third and what they do, and that'll be see if they can get that ruthlessness. But look, a couple of signings are good so far, but they need a couple more, didn't they?
No, definitely, aye.
Any inside info on the new boys?
They're buzzing off him.
Off the manager?
Aye. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the manager.
And the
Aye.
player?
Aye, so I can give you both.
Right.
No, they're buzzing off Russell. Said he's top, aye. But their big thing, I think the more focus has been on the press. So he's worked a lot on their press in the final third. But again, loads of excitement, quite rightly so. New manager, you know there's going to be a big turnover of players, new investment, new takeover. But you look at the lineup that played against Club Brugge and you think still so much work to be done. They need ready about 6, 7, 8, and they probably need another 4 or 5. But it does look as if they're still linked with loads of players, so I think they know that anyway.
Cody and Vardy, seen that?
Would they be
Good
good
signing,
signing?
Jink, at the age of them.
Cody would be
I
good.
think Cody would be.
And a back two? Does Russell Martin play with a back two? Is Cody not usually better than a 3 now? I think it doesn't matter.
I don't know what teams will have all the ball, won't they?
I think I think Cody would be a good signing. It's another personality, another leader in there as well. A Vardy one, I'm not over. He is 38, and I know people compare him to Jermaine Defoe, but Jermaine Defoe was vegan for 20 years. Jamie Vardy eats Red Bulls for breakfast. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the comparison's mental. But
He'll be at Rab Paws, won't he? You just see him Rab Paws every morning, Jamie Vardy.
I've heard the boy Asgard's had the greatest opening 2 training sessions ever.
Is he?
The boys think he's very good so far, but obviously
You're always
still
pushing
so
the first bit
early.
of training, aren't you?
Aye.
No,
I would
I've
take
seen a couple
Vardy,
of
I would take
shockers, mate.
Vardy over Cody. I'd be the opposite.
So would I be the same?
Would you?
Aye.
Vardy looks like he can run like fuck. I don't know if
But
Cody can
again,
run.
that's like for my thing about Vardy is, and he's obviously top striker. I'm not saying you wouldn't sign him, but Vardy's all about spacing behind, running behind. You're
But he'll
playing
score
against
a
teams at the
that,
fucking edge of the box.
He'll score a barrel load up here.
Whereas I think Rangers are linked with Luke De Jong for PSV. I think out of the two, boy De Jong makes a bit more sense.
But is that the big boy? Was it Barca?
Aye.
But see, on Cody one, is it similar to like the Barton and the Crankchair one? On paper it looks really good, but legs is everything in Scotland, isn't it?
He's only 30, mate.
Is he only 30?
Aye,
Is he?
Is he only 30? Aye, 30.
Cody's 30?
No.
Is
You
that
always get a
Rothwell
good
at
song.
30?
Rothwell's about 30. I'm
Yeah,
saying
He played with Rothwell, Charlie.
There you go.
aye,
He's
Rothwell's
amazing.
very good player.
In
Very.
terms of what he swing, driver or...
Aye. Likes the 7-iron. But he's a good golfer. No, he's a very good fitter player. Very good, takes it in a half-turn dribbler. A midfielder that dribbles with it, beats people.
Which
Can
Rangers
open
have probably needed in the
Can
middle.
open up defences. Aye, right good signing. Scotland, eligible for Scotland as well, isn't he?
The only thing about him for no a lot of goal involvements, Paul.
No, we'll look into that one.
Were you checking Cody's age? Yeah?
32-year-old Cody
Is he?
is. 32, 1993 he was born.
Oh, good signing.
You think so? Good signing,
Is he slow though, Cody running? Something tells me he's slow. And if you want to press
Quicker
it,
than
the pitch is
proper,
not the
mate.
right personnel for
I think it'll
that.
be quicker than proper.
Quicker than
won't it?
proper anyway, aye.
Aye, the goal involvement's over 200 games, Rothwell. And about 30, 33 goal involvements, which
And
is,
how does that compare to other players in that position?
I don't know. I mean, that being said, in that championship it is very close in it, as in the levels of teams. It's not got
What
a bit
percentage is that? Goal involvements?
33%.
33 goals.
Oh, 33 goals. Aye. Listen, it wasn't my stat. It was your stat. I'm fucking trying to just take it away from you. But no, I think he's going to be a cracking signing
Aye,
for Rangers.
good.
But as you said, Andy, they need
Where
But
do they
see-
need centre halves?
Centre halves,
10 centre halves.
striker,
wingers,
striker.
wingers again for the 8th season in a row.
Scott Wright no dirt now.
No, I don't think they'll bring him back now. But that's like, when was the last time Rangers had 2 good wingers in a team? A good winger either side. Whereas I think that's Celtic's bread and butter over the last 20 years has been wingers, isn't it? They've always had good wingers, I think. I think Rangers, Cherny was really good last year, nobody on the left. Then
Kemp.
before it was Ryan Kemp was really good on the left, nobody on the right.
Aye.
Seema was good on the left, nobody on the right. They've always had one that's produced, but I think they're linked with about 3-4 wingers now. So again, I think that's an area. Plus, when you see the way Russell Martin's teams are kind of built, like you're talking about final third, they need pace and power. They need plays like a good 1v1 in the wide area, so it's good
What
to
is
see
he?
what
Is it 43 with City plays?
Aye. Well, that's what they played against Club Brugge.
Right. And was that what he was working on it?
He played 2 sitters sometimes.
Right.
Big thing I remember was, you know, when the boys at the centre back and one sitters, or there's one sitter, there's an 8 or there's 2 sitters, one of the sitters sprints up into 10 and leaves the space for the other 8 coming in, which is like just wee details.
Aye.
You know, if you're getting man marked in there,
Yeah.
sprints away, he appears.
We'll see.
Or sprints away and the centre half appears. You know, like,
The opposite steps
so
in.
if there's a single 6 and he's getting marked and the right centre half score it here,
Good, like
Just
this.
fucking hell.
right centre half score it here, he'll sprint, getting marked, he'll just sprint away, leave the space and he'll appear by the striker. I mean, if the striker's there, goes to press him, he'll then step in there, take it and play. Just wee details to get them out, which is so good.
See, talk about wee details. The one thing I noticed against Club Brugge is see Raskin, Barron, see them at times. But Rangers centre half had no pressure on the ball and they'd drop into a back three to get the ball and it would drive me mad.
Oh, last year I'd done it all the time.
Barron and Raskin were so high the other day to receive. They were always in behind the first line of pressure. They never went to go and get the ball after centre halves, which was good.
I hate having numbers
Mate,
behind the first line.
I think that's a big
centre half to get the ball.
I think it's the big thing that kills teams that don't play. So see, teams that go let's play out and they just sort of wing it. Everybody comes towards the ball. You get 5 underneath the ball.
Definitely.
Nobody between the lines. It doesn't affect their team. I think it's a big.
And see when you lose the ball, there's nobody in the middle of the pitch.
You get it back in hand.
So, but that was a big change I've seen at the Club Brugge game.
What about as a guy, Charlie? Good guy?
Really good guy. Brilliant guy. The boys will love him.
Mate, he kicks about that West End like he's not got a care in the world. To see him constantly, him and the missus, hand in hand. Just throwing about,
Great guy.
Packet of lettuce. Just loves veg, doesn't he, man?
Does he love the veg,
Aye.
Think you can win it, Charlie?
Nah, I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll be tight. I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll put a right good challenge up. I think they might even get a wee run in a cup this year, Rangers.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
Nah. Nah, listen, I think they'll be much better this year under Russell Martin. I think it'll be a year where they see a clear direction in how to play and a manager that has got a clear style on how he wants his team to look, and it'll be a step in the right direction for them.
What about players gone out? Igaman at 18 million to Leo.
I think you've got
That's
to.
what they've got to take 18 million.
Aye. That's been a problem recently, and they've no kind of sold when they struck when iron's hot. So, nah, good. That would be
Wee iron joke, yeah.
I don't mind it.
Wee iron joke.
We said an iron joke,
The golf in.
Like it. Use as well. You
Tag
pay
iron.
80 million quid for him.
Aye, all day.
So where they need to go now, don't they?
Aye.
To bring young players in, sell them on for dear.
Bought him for 2 million last year and they played about 25 games. You never.
Still a bit of an Eggman. You couldn't rest your hat that he's going to be one of your main starters next year.
But again, I think a big thing with Eggman last year was his best games were Europe and a couple of Celtic games. Like, he'd done well in all the big games, which is probably why he's obviously suited
Well, he
a
was
few
carrying
clubs.
a wee bit, didn't he? Bit kind of heavy, but is that?
I heard his attitude was poor.
The who?
Oh, for Billy Dodds. Fuck's sake. See Billy Dodds on BBC?
Oh,
30%?
mate.
No.
30%.
30%, aye. I've seen that.
He was coming for the players.
What, he said that he wasn't good at the header, chest header? Not good enough at the chest header drill.
Aye, he was coming for the players, aye.
We Dodge, he's got to move to the 49ers, isn't he? Quarterback. Because he's thrown in the drills. Quarterback for 49ers.
Let me be clear here, by the way.
We Dodge. He Dodge's tackle field for the 49ers.
Let me be clear here. They fans booing Russell Martin and his Rangers team in his first pre-season game, by the way, versus a right good team, is a disgrace.
Mate, that's the old firm. That's what it is.
No, but no, in his first pre-season game, Charlie. I get this. I get it if it's maybe into the season, but no way. He just came in. His first pre-season game now. A lot of that team that were playing aren't going to be there. They're going to be out. So the guys, I get it if it's into the season. That's where Celtic Rangers are. But no in a pre-season first game. I thought
So
it
if
was
the Union
shocking.
Bears were sitting in front of you right now, what would be your message?
Tickets off you. That's not how you support this club. No way. I get it. Listen, you play with No. If you under Celtic Rangers, it happens. You can't just start moaning at the fans. But I'm talking about at that time, his first pre-season games, and I get what you mean. But if the fans turn like that on you, it can be a horrible place to play, and he doesn't need that to start.
That's the one thing I would say about Rangers signings. We're talking about the new ones have started really well. Doesn't matter how good a player you are, have you got the mentality to go and play for
Brilliant
Rangers?
point.
That's the big thing.
And is that
Can
a
you
worry
handle
based
that
on the
pressure?
clubs that they've came for? Because Luton, Peterborough, are they the sort of the size
Doesn't matter
of
who you've
club?
came for, and that is probably part. But I think Celtic Rangers are unique clubs in terms of the pressure. You need to win every game. You need to produce every time.
You also need to be good though. You need to be a good player.
Aye.
Well, I don't think they sign enough good players. I mean, I think mentality is an easy one to go to when the players just aren't good enough. So I think that's been a case over the last few windows with that. They've actually signed players that aren't good enough regardless of mentality.
What minute did you and your dad start booing?
Actually, I only watched it. I watched it back later because we were playing. So we were training. Sorry, so I watched it back later on. Second half was good. Bajrami was good. So you always look at when a new manager comes in, is there going to be a player or a couple of players that have not done well the year before that you can get obviously a tune out of? And obviously it's 45 minutes, but you could see Bajrami was very good. Fucking quick, by the way.
I like Barami. Like he was good.
But again, played that central one. Last year he was kind of playing left wing, wasn't he? And, he was
See, if Igaman did stay, but where would he play in that 4-3-3?
Up front.
On his own?
I just don't. I don't think he's a lone striker though. I agree. I just don't see. He plays off the periphery of the game. He comes short all the time for the ball. He pulls out wide to go 1v1 with people.
Nice.
I think you can't play him as a lone striker.
I don't think he looked like it. Remember Barry Ferguson put him out wide? And he looked lost out there, I'm sure.
I think like
He's
playing
not
off a striker and just
No,
kind of just giving him a fucking free
free
roll
roll,
to just go and get on the ball. And
who else think he'll go for money? Dessers?
Dessers, aye. But which again, I think is a good thing for all parties. I think he's obviously 30, 31 now. Probably your last chance to get a good fee for him. And again, they're already linked with reinvesting it with another couple of strikers, so I think he's one. But again, you look so many, like Danilo's got to go. Proper. I think Yilmaz has got to go. I think there's so many, like you look at that squad against Club Brugge, there's like 5 or 6 you need to try and get out the door. Sometimes that's obviously harder than getting boys in at times, isn't it? Because you played £5 million for Danilo. How much are you recouping of that?
They'll be sitting on maybe their best contract of their life.
100%.
Thinking they're not getting this up for any less. Hard one.
Good to see the wee boy Curtis do well.
Brilliant.
Again, do you think that's something that Martin O'Day will promote?
Hopefully.
If they're better than what he's got, aye, of course.
Hopefully.
I don't think he's scared to do it.
Did he think he Lavia that went to Chelsea?
They got him on loan, I'm sure, no.
Who's
Or did they sign him when they went back on loan? Because I remember he was at Man City when he was young.
Who's the 10 they brought up? That would be Tyler Dibner.
Oh, aye, he looks like a player, doesn't he?
Cracker.
They brought him through.
He was good.
Yeah. They play Panathinaikos first qualify in 2 weeks' time.
Don't know much anybody know anything about them.
I thought you
I know
the European.
I've had the summer off, mate, so it's fine. But it'll be a hard game. But Russell Martin has come out and said that pre-season game will be completely different for then to that match. So, but I'm not sure, listen, I'm underprepared for Panathinaikos. I'm not too sure.
Well, relying on you for that as well, mate. You're the European correspondent.
No.
Chat GBT it. We'll edit it.
No. But it'll be a hard game regardless.
Are they playing friendlies before that? Rangers.
I think they play.
They will be.
I think they play somebody behind closed doors at St George's. And I'm not sure the other friendlies.
That closed door one's a belter, so innit? Because see if he'd have been Hearts last night, they would have tweeted the thing. As soon as final whistle went, beat East Kilbride 8-0 in a closed door friendly. No day after that. That was fucking closed door.
That's
Telling them
poor. That's poor. That.
Very sneaky, mate. Right on to Celtic, Paul. Take it away, Nicolas Kuhn going to Como. That's baffled me as well. Would you ever leave Celtic for Como?
Oh, 5 for living there alone,
See
mate.
the place?
Would you?
Nah, but as a club, no. But
CDA.
Great business by Celtic.
see that, I was thinking, see that.
Who was it that fucking Juranovic was going to go to?
Nah, Monza.
Monza, mate. Como and Monza. Fucking 2 banks. Leaving Celtic to go to Como, mate. Am I mad?
I think Celtic.
agree with you.
Celtic are buzzing with that, no? 20
Buzzing.
million for 19 million
No,
for
Is
Kuhn?
that much he's went for?
It was no 19 million.
No, but I think it's around about the
business, isn't it?
16 million mark, which is good business. But I think you forget the last 6 months of his time there at Celtic, it does seem if he was unhappy and he had to go, but he was exceptional at that first 6 months. So Celtic didn't need to replace him. As much as people, I think everybody's like, oh, it's good business and he has to go, but that first 6 months of the season, I think it was the first 4 months, probably the best football I've seen Celtic playing. He was a big part of that. He was probably the player of the season up to that halfway point. But people kind of forgot that because his last few months. So I think he'll be a big miss.
I think you
Swedish
can
boys
replace
might
him
be
for
top,
less money.
innit?
So they are.
Is he?
Do you?
I think you can replace him for
Definitely.
less money.
That Swedish boy, can he play? Will he
I
play
think he
there?
can.
You're right though, Kuhn was brilliant, but I don't know, like, it's hard to say it, but I always felt like that was his ceiling, do you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to get much better, so I think it's like a kind of perfect time to sell him.
He didn't seem happy, did he, that last 6 months?
Did he not do that or something like that towards the end when he scored the goal? I
Aye,
don't know how he was fucking shushing, but
I think it was the fans.
But again, what did they sign him for? 3-4 million, something like that.
Great business again, innit? But then
This Swedish boy does look a cracker, didn't you? For what I've read in the paper, he scored a lot of goals last year, didn't he?
Aye, 16 goals or something. Aye, he was
Goals,
saying he went to Neuser in Copenhagen, he was playing. But
that team have got the best record in Europe of selling than what Celtic do, develop players and selling them on for big fees.
Who's that?
Team he came from.
Neuser.
Is it, huh?
Do not fucking ask me that again. Do not fucking ask me that again.
I think he'll be good though. I think he'll be very good.
Yeah, can you give me insight on what type of player he is, please?
I've only seen him in one game, but he played 9. I was saying to Slaney, he played number 9 in that game. But you're saying he's a midfielder?
Well, what is you? But they need to. Celtic need to, like. I know they've been so dominant, but they need to. I talked about it last season how good were Kyogo, Maida, and Kuhn. 2 of them are obviously away now, so they need to strengthen. And in that cup final with Aberdeen, I know it can happen in cup finals, but I still think they need to 3 or 4 players just to add to that squad.
The maddest bit for me in that cup final was, I don't know if you noticed it, I don't know if you spoke about it, but when Celtic scored the goal, the celebrations, it was like a testimonial.
What, with the fans?
No, the players just jogged back to the halfway line. Watch it back. It was like, honest to God, they just jogged back to halfway line as if...
What would you read into that?
I would read into that it doesn't mean enough. Because they're so used to
mentality.
Winning. They're so...
But Rodgers did question that a couple of times last year, didn't he?
Aye.
Well, the Johnston game,
I think when you're so used to winning so much, like, you're just expecting to turn up and win. I think that was a bit of the feeling when they scored that goal, instead of like running to the fans or being not buzzing, you know what I mean? But it's a hard one as well when you're winning so much and dominating so much, treble.
Have you ever had that? Did you ever have that at Celtic where it was like a few years where you just dominated?
Aye, but no to that extent, no treble after treble and that becoming the standard of trebles, you know what I mean?
So maybe Rangers getting a bit better is what Celtic needed
I think
at this stage.
I think definitely will help. They'll definitely be looking over their shoulder this year, the new manager and all that.
Would you think Maida does the other summer? How do you think he keeps fit?
Fuck knows what that psychopath does.
I'd love to see who he does this.
Supposedly he wants to play up front.
I'd play him up front.
Would
you gave a shout that you think he'd be top scorer this year.
I think so.
But can you tell us why?
Based on nothing other than, I think it's his time to step up. I don't think that they'll put big money out for a striker. I think he's going to play a lot of games this year with Huel away. And I think he's going to score. He sets his self targets. I think he's going to go over 25 goals this year. I just think at Celtic you're going to get loads of chances. He seems like he's eager to score and do well. Get a 9 million price tag on his head, and he's going to play this year. So I just think he's going to do it.
You think he'll start at Celtic's number 9?
No.
Season?
I think so.
But because Jota's and it means Maida need to play left?
I think they'll bring somebody in.
I just think when you spend that money on a player, I think there's a certain amount of pressure where you need to play him. He needs to start. He needs to get a run of games to justify that money.
So if you were a Celtic manager, who would you play up front? Maida or Ida?
I'd probably say Maida as well.
Maida for me.
I'm trying to sign somebody for
left
while Jota's injured.
Depends what wing they can get in.
Any rumours of wingers?
Aye, they're looking at 3 or 4. I'm not sharing like Sweden and that sort of neck of the woods.
Neck of the woods. No, you said the left centre back did well last night.
So the left centre half, when he came in, 23-year-old, obviously.
Roger says he wasn't ready.
He's gone. 23-year-old's not ready.
What about the comments, mate? Hasn't even trained. He said he's going to go on loan.
Mate, he said he's going to.
Disco Bride. Rogers is
the boy saying 23-year-old. He's not even in the door yet, and Rogers like, he'll not be part of my plans. He'll be going on loan. But Rogers is now backtracked because he's been that good since he signed. I think last night he was unbelievable. And then Rogers has said that he surprised me, so he's going to be part of the plans now.
He's walked in Lennoxtown smoking a fag, isn't he? He's not part of our plan.
Mate, I think that's so strange to say that before seeing him at training or anything, and he's 23-year-old. It's not like he's 17, 18.
He's not taking a joke.
I found that strange.
Don't take a joke.
Imagine he said that. You take a joke.
Take a joke. So that could be a brilliant bit.
So you say you could play left back as well, didn't you?
Can play left centre half and left back as well. So that could be an absolute cracker. 250 grand. Incredible bit of business that. Well, looking early. It's a bit early to jump on. But Celtic need to put their foot in the gas for the transfers.
Alright, so Celtic's head of recruitment sitting in front of you as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
what you said.
I want to get to. I'm not getting these scenarios all fucking year.
What you said to them?
No, I'm just saying up it. That's what I'm going to say to them. Up it because I don't. No. The recruitment.
Tosh McKinley's there as well. What you say? Tosh McKinley's part.
There.
He's a scout.
Is he?
What you saying to him?
Well, I'm just saying.
Take your suit up.
listen, liven up. I love
Nice
you.
suit for a start, you would say to Tosh in it. Pinstripe,
Do you not think? Do you not think
pastel
Celtic?
colour.
Do you think Celtic always do their business late?
No, but Andy, what I'm saying is, why I'm saying to them, they need to get this right and make, I know it's hard to get right, but last summer the recruitment wasn't good enough. The amount of money they spent, I think they changed the model slightly and went with higher prices. It was running about the 9 million, 10 million. Previously went 4 or 5 million.
Who, Engels, would you think him?
I think he's just, his numbers were good, I'll say that, and I was actually somebody that was really sticking up for him, and I think he will become good, but probably needed a bit more for him with the amount of games he did play.
See, does the fact that they've not went and spent big money again tell you that they feel like that hasn't worked?
But was that not kind of
maybe,
pressure
aye.
for the fans? Because the fans wanted them to kind of make that extra step. Then they kept saying, buy Champions League ready players so we can prove.
But see that,
I think
Andy,
Rodgers wanted that as well, though,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Aye.
He didn't want to have the model of young, he wanted to get ready-made players.
I get that, but see this going and buying 9 million, that's not going to guarantee that they're brilliant either. The players like Hatate, Huel going, they came for low prices and were Celtic's best players. With that lower sort of going for players, I don't think 9
I know, but is that a one-off purely based on the
No,
fact
it's not one-off for the amount of
Ange
players
that
they've
league
got.
as well? So,
I'm
O'Reilly
sorry,
and
the
that,
Japanese players.
The
aye.
Japanese player.
Even Kuhn though.
Yeah, O'Reilly was another one.
There's
wasn't it?
millions. Celtic's recruitment here, the amount of players that they've sold on who have been incredible have came for way lower price tags.
I
So
agree with you, I don't think that, because it's not quite a huge jump,
No.
9-10 million to guarantee anything. And when we
you've-
say it's to play for Celtic and Rangers, the mentality's a huge part of it. It's hard to see that when teams are flying, the players are flying for teams that aren't playing under that sort of pressure. So
And they
that
go
is
up.
a gamble.
they overpaid last year.
And the higher price tags, are they only because like trusting either playing in England and Engels was playing in Germany, purely based on the league they were playing in?
Maybe. Again, though, kind of what Charlie said earlier, I think it kind of puts pressure on them to play as well.
Aye.
Even if
Aye.
they're
Size
not.
of-
Well,
playing
with
at a certain
Bernardo, that
level.
was the case, wasn't it? Engels playing ahead of
I'd
Bernardo.
love to see Bernardo get a year. See what you're saying about Ida? I'd love to see Bernardo getting a full year playing.
Aye.
I think they're a right good player in there.
I think Celtic-
agree with you.
Centre half, I think they need a centre half. Celtic, I think they need a left centre half.
Yeah, left back.
Left back with obviously Tierney in, and then this Japanese, is it Japanese? I think he could then be covered there, so they might.
You don't think Scales could?
But see, certainly, right, I look at this, would you agree with this? I look at Carter, Vickers, McGregor, Hatate and Maeda as on a different level to the other team. Tierney maybe goes into that now, to the rest of the team. Should Celtic know here, should Celtic with the financial situation that they're in have an 11 at that same standard? Would you agree with the 5?
So hard to win it.
Is it?
I think so, aye. Like, you could spend, like you say, you could spend 10 million on a centre half and there's no guarantee he's going to be as good as Cameron
Aye.
Carter Vickers.
What was Trusty 6?
Something like that. Aye.
Scales.
I'd put Alistair Johnson in that mould.
Would you?
Aye, I think Alistair Johnson's very good, aye.
Agree.
You put him in with that same
Yeah.
level as him?
Aye, definitely.
Aye, I do. Maybe going forward, maybe needs to add a bit more going forward, but defensively he's
But again,
brilliant.
him and Kuhn the first 6 months of the season were brilliant. They're going to want to go forward.
Exceptional, aye. Exceptional, but they need to sign well this summer, I think, Celtic.
What, were you surprised that Taylor went? There was wee rumours that he was going to stay towards
I'm
the end. Are you surprised he went?
That was aye.
Must be getting some dough there now.
Do you think it'll be much bigger than what Celtic would have got? Do you
You think it's
Yep.
purely on the fact that he's going to,
Second
because he
choice.
wasn't going to play, huh?
I think there might be. There might obviously. I'd imagine he's getting a bit more money, but I think it's just that guaranteed football. No, but even then, I was still surprised. I thought he would stay in the end.
Well,
I
I look
did.
at his situation, it's kind of similar to mine, so we're taught there must be great money there, and I think people might assume the same as me, but I probably went for, I think I went to Blackburn for less money, or just about the same. But when negotiations go that long, a bit of a standoff, and then he might have found himself wanting to stay.
Was there a stage when you were coming to the end where you thought you were going to stay and you ended up going?
Aye. So I spoke to Brendan Rodgers. He spoke to me and says he was wanting me to play in the team and be there.
Did he?
Aye. And
What, he
then
phoned you?
I phoned me. I was away in Scotland and he phoned me. I remember sitting in the car park at Mar Hall on the phone to him. And he says, listen, I'm coming in and I want you to be part of it and all that stuff. And I was like, right, okay. Yeah, I'm coming in the contract, so we're just negotiating. He's right, okay, we'll get it sorted. So I then never heard another thing again until I think it was like a couple of days before pre-season. And they asked my agent to come in and discuss it. And then went in and discussed it. And then actually, my agent in the first day of pre-season. So pre-season day started, Brendan Rodgers' first day, and my agent was in speaking about a new contract. So I never went into pre-season the first day.
Right.
He buzzing.
See, it's a funny one, right? Because I was a wee bit, I'll admit it, I was a wee bit stubborn in terms of, well, we've had time to discuss this. Let's get it sorted. We should have been talking about this before.
He was doing a 9-hole scramble at Lindsay.
So I've then negotiated that. Then they've said to me, will you come in pre-season now? We've like started to discuss it, and I said, well, let's get it sorted first and I'll come in. And that was it. So they offered the first contract, and then that was it. Never heard another thing. And to be fair, at the time I was like, so I said no at the first contract, and then as everybody does, and then that was it. Never heard another thing. And then the longer the weeks went by, I was like, I need to. I had one eye on sort of maybe going down south again, giving it a go, but I was like, I need to do a pre-season somewhere. So I never went in. Went quiet, and then eventually,
See, looking back,
tail between my legs, I was like, can I come
in?
Because I'm living 15 minutes down the road, and I need to get myself fit.
Do I should just went in?
So when I look back now, me being me now, I would just went in, because what it was my ego that was getting in the way. Like, why not just go in? Go in and train, keep yourself fit, you know what I mean? But it was like, almost like, well, we should have a contract sorted, which, for their side, they maybe say, we maybe should have started negotiating or whatever. It was a better way to do things, but
Was there ever that feeling I didn't want to go in and do shite and they'll take me?
No, there was nothing like that.
That's what I'd be thinking, pure nervous, right?
It was nothing like that. It was like, I hope this will be. I was actually thinking this will be done in the next couple of days, and then I'll go in. And I actually thought maybe help with my negotiations.
Right.
Never. And then I had to phone up a couple of weeks later and say, can I come in and train?
For free?
Brendan Rodgers got back to me, brilliant. He says I'd come in, and then I trained really well. I remember training well. I remember one of my first days though. Bear in mind I've not done a pre-season, so I'm coming in, and Dembele, it was like a 1v1 drill he does, where it's like a finishing drill for strikers, but it's also for defenders. So like, just say there's two mini goals, two big goals, like here, and you come out and you go back to back with Dembele, and they roll up to striker, and you're the defender against Dembele. Wow, like so strong. I just remember lunging about trying to like, block his shots and that, because I couldn't obviously outpower him, and he was like, so strong, but he was like turning on his, and I was like, so
sliding.
Aye, and there's another drill he done, like a 1v1 drill you don't need in your first day. But after that I kind of trained, I did train well. They took me to speak to me, but Toure and all that had signed by that point, and they were like, but this is a good thing about Brendan Rodgers, I suppose, for the club, is he doesn't wait about. He needs to move on. They're trying to qualify for a Champions League. So he signed Toure, and then the budget was done, and he allowed me to train there until I went and signed for Blackburn. But that was how it went.
Wow.
I thought Taylor would have stayed though. I did, because I think there's a hell of a lot of games through a season, and he's different to Tierney. So in certain games he might be better to come in and play.
He'd have been a great asset.
Aye.
There's another one that you just think, leaving Celtic to go to PL, okay?
Nah, I'm
Could
surprised.
maybe fucked that, mate.
Do you think it is maybe the way he's saying that?
You go to PLZ?
PL's me and Pierre Martin centre mid. What one's what?
Signed for PLZ.
Oh, amazing, man. Kyogo, are you surprised I went back for £10 million?
Can't
Or
believe
is it the age?
I don't think they wanted him back, would be my guess.
Based on what? No, doesn't suit Rodgers'
I think
style of
Rodgers
play.
overly liked him.
I agree with you.
I think he did.
Mad that though, innit?
I know, I thought he was fucking top class.
You're taking Kyogo back if you can.
Oh,
No.
all day, aye.
I'd have
Somebody
taken him
told
back.
me at the start of last season that he would be at Birmingham. I would never have believed him. I thought he was good enough. Well, he might be, but I thought he'd have been playing in the Prem if he was going to leave.
See, if you look at Brendan Rodgers, right, I thought about it the other day, about the players he signed, plays up front. Dembele, Ida,
Big boys.
Big
Edward,
Edward. He, even when he first went to Leicester, Vardy was the main striker, and he was playing in Nacho up there, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Different type of striker. More coming to feet, holding the ball in. I don't know. I mean, I've never actually spoke to him about it, but I think that I would say that he prefers that type of striker. He spent $9 million in Ida.
See, when you were in there, can you remember what you asked from me centre forward, like in the build, in terms of when balls in the final third? Does he want him to come to feet? Do you
I
remember?
don't
Nah.
know, mate. I didn't go into any of that. I didn't see any of that. It was a build up to the on the European games, but he didn't go into that. He went through kind of the press and that, but didn't go through anything that he wanted for the striker.
Chris Davies has done well, hasn't he?
He has done
Who
well.
told us he's incredible?
I know, I was going to say it, but it's for Cammy McDermott, it holds no worth.
It's not.
You'll never take his worth on
I'm not
never
using
take
him as a reference on this show.
Because I was going to say it as well.
Something that Eusebius told us.
Who was it?
But Arfield.
So it was.
He said he's unbelievable, mate.
That's true, so he did.
I believe I was going to use Cammy McDermott as a reference. No way.
He said that he's top.
Aye.
Where
So
did
you
you have
did-
him?
I don't know. Must have been done to watch him.
Right.
Would you think he'll go back?
Depends how much you're getting for him and that, I think.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know how much would they got him back for.
It's a cracking move for him at Rennes, wasn't it?
I think I might be wrong, but I think Birmingham just paid what Rennes paid to sell it. Is that right?
Tom
8
Brady's
million?
at Birmingham, isn't it? He's trying to get me
Nah,
dodgy as well.
dodgy.
The 49
Dodging Keel up front.
I mean, right, on at Hearts, we played them last night. They looked really good. Really good under Dell. I think it could be a good season for Hearts, mate. Shankland, how big a boost.
Oh, massive.
I thought Rangers should have signed them.
So I'm going to guess roughly, what, 10 grand a week he's maybe getting at Hearts?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nah.
Oh, aye, definitely.
I was
Is
thinking
he?
maybe men,
Definitely.
aye.
Hey,
Definitely.
No.
Definitely,
is.
aye.
What?
But you thinking less?
Less?
no. Hey, when you're in with the big boys now, wee man, you're not on PLZ anymore.
But we were saying it towards the end of last year, didn't we? 'Cause there was that feeling that he would stay. I was just surprised it obviously took as long as it did. But
Why would Rangers not sign him?
That's what I'm saying for 10 grand. I'm saying that 10 grand's obviously a lot of money compared to what Rangers have been paying players in the past.
Imagine bringing him on the last 20 Ibrox. You'd a goal. You'd fancy him to get a goal, wouldn't you?
No, you would, aye.
Don't know why they wouldn't sign him.
But again, great business for Hearts, innit, to get him. Be a deal.
Definitely, aye. Especially with the signings they've already made. Like you said, the boys are saying that the signings they've made have been good. You played them last night, said they look good. I think it's going to be a right strong league. I know we say this all the time, right? But you look at the signing Hibs have made.
Hibs are going to be.
You look at the signing that Hearts have made. Aberdeen have spent a lot of money again. So like your big clubs that you think are going to do well every year in the last few years, one or two of them haven't. I don't see how Aberdeen, Hibs and Hearts are the strong this year with the signings they've made and the money they've spent.
I don't think any other manager keeps Shankland other than Dell. He's just got that thing about him, hasn't he?
Aye, do you think he'd leave if it was
If
somebody
it was
else?
somebody else, mate,
Potentially, aye.
you could just
Potentially.
even seen them last night. You could tell they pure love each other. Do you know that way?
Was he playing
He had
last
him at
night?
Aberdeen, didn't he?
Shankland played.
Good.
He was good. He was good. He was dropping in. I love Wilson, mate. I think it's a big year for James Wilson.
Was he brilliant last night?
Really good.
He scored the first, didn't he?
For the first, what a goal it was, mate. Honestly, boy comes, he just takes on his back foot. Boof, bottom
What does Dale play formation
They
wise?
played a 4-2-3-1 last night.
What is it?
Boy in the middle of the pitch was good, and the
The big Irish boy.
no
German?
not German. Is it Nordenhofer or something?
No, you off?
He
He
good.
good, aye?
He was good, mate. Harry Milne good as well. Side for Thistle, left back.
Well, that's obviously with Penrice leaving. It's probably going to be a big year for him, innit, Harry Milne? Because it's him or Kingsley. And Kingsley's obviously had his injury issues over the last couple of seasons, so imagine at the minute he's
Still
going to get a lot
fancy
of
Hibs to.
Can you tell me why you think Hibs are going to be phenomenal, please, mate?
Well, I mean, you've seen how they finished last season or how their season went after that bad run. But excellent. And what they've added this season, the signings Mulligan, is it McGrath Aberdeen?
Yeah.
They brought in as well. There's somebody else. They signed free. No, it was somebody else, Bench.
They're keeping Bashiri, you think?
Maybe to that. I think they're going to be outstanding.
Mulligan's a great signing.
Mulligan as well.
I cannot believe he's signed for Hibs, mate.
As in, like, a Celtic or Rangers didn't go
And
for
do you know
him?
what's amazing about the reason that they've signed him is that he suits that right wing back role perfectly, mate. Like, Hibs are actually buying for the style and system
Aye.
that they play, mate. Because Mulligan's perfect for right wing back.
He'll be brilliant this season. And
Be Chrissy Cadden though. Bit of competition there.
that's good, but that's healthy. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You need that. I think they're going to be excellent. The only thing is, I worry for Hibs is
Chianti's back, sorry, was that?
I don't think he's
Chianti's
back.
He'll play
He's
midfield,
not-
Mulligan,
yeah.
no, will he
He's
not?
no
Could
back
play
side.
as one of the three midfielders,
talk
but I love
range-
my right wing back.
talking Rangers are looking at Triantis.
Is there?
Aye.
Right?
There's talk of that they might not be getting
Triantis
back.
doesn't get in Rangers midfield for me.
No, not for me either. And I really like him. I said he was in my shot list for player of the year, but I think now Diamandi and Raskin are
Raskin.
locks, and if this boy Asgard's as good as what everyone's saying, Rothwell, you're saying is really good or not,
Yeah.
I don't think he would either. I think if Hibs signed Triantis, mate, as well,
I know.
unbelievable window they've had. But like you're saying, we've seen Hearts have had a good window, Hibs, obviously on paper as well. Aberdeen are spending fortunes. So
Do you think Hearts will finish ahead of Hibs?
Yeah.
Hey?
I do as
No.
well.
Do you, yeah?
I do, yeah.
With Dale because of Dale.
I think you underestimate this no Europe, mate. I think Hearts with no Europe, just going
Aye.
Saturday to Saturday, I think it's massive for them.
Aye.
And I think, obviously, Aberdeen and Hibs with the European games. St Mirren started the season slow last year. Kelly started the season slow with Europe. I think Hearts will be.
Why is he
really
smiling now?
Just Ian McCall said that Owen Coyle said you're the best centre half in the Championship. That was the conversation the other day.
Is that right?
Been brilliant that, innit? Imagine hearing that about yourself.
I'm like, what's that doing to your balls right now?
Aye.
What's that doing to your ego? Talk about your
Feel
ego.
really awkward.
Yeah.
Aye.
Would you agree?
No, I wouldn't agree. No.
One of the years that you were there, you were one of the best in the Championship.
Surprised how he's taking it of you.
No, I wouldn't say. No, I wouldn't say so. No. Listen, I loved played a lot of midfield that year and all. So must have had a few good games. Aye, but I don't know.
I don't like that. Too humble, innit?
I wasn't there. That wasn't there. Nah, nowhere near.
Did you ever get a chance to go abroad? Obviously, we're talking
Well, we get
about
fucking relegated, so I couldn't have been fucking good.
record number of goals conceded. It's got to do this.
You can't say best centre half in the league on the bottom three.
Scored a few corners.
No, heady
Aye.
tennis. You were talking about heady tennis centre half. Did you ever get a chance to go abroad? Obviously, Penrith's going to Greece, Taylor going to Greece.
I had an offer for Turkey when I was at Blackburn.
What sort of dough we're talking? What sort of?
No, it wasn't. See, the other thing it wasn't massive money either. It was really good money, but it wasn't like going to stay in Turkey money. Especially a place like Sivas, it's not meant to be great. So I'm trying to think of anything else. I met the Dallas man. See the Dallas manager, wee Colombian guy. I met him in Manchester.
What?
I met him in Manchester. He had a lot of young South American players at Dallas, and wanted me to be the captain.
What was the connection with you and South
Well, he
America?
didn't want me to be the captain because he didn't sign me. He took somebody else, but that was his sales pitch. He had the salt and pepper not at the table, and he was like, "This is how the amount of stuff he knew about me was unbelievable."
What, like 13 handicap?
Aye, he knew I had a slice after tea. No, the amount of stuff he knew was unbelievable. He knew, like, he was like, one of the first things he said is like, "Why would Alana want to go to Dallas?"
Did he?
And I'm like obviously testing to see why.
Why does she wear the knickers on Thursday night?
Aye,
You know, I think that's creepy as fuck.
That's amazing.
aye. And like, he knew players run about and how they don't help and how they do help, and the players in the team and all that. He'd been to watches twice, scored 2 one game, so never heard another word from him after that.
I couldn't be fucked moving abroad at that later age of my career, could you?
Depends where.
See,
America.
I left
America, that'd be the only
I
one.
left the house that day and Alana's like, "Why are you meeting him?" And I was like, "I want to see what he's got to say." She's like, "I'm not going there." And I'm like, That was like, well, I need
What,
to
she
see.
went to America?
She didn't want to go.
She's a pure
And
hunter.
no, she's the opposite. She's
Is she?
very open. I don't know. I don't know if the thought it at first was scaring her, and she loved where we were down south. And I just went and met him, but he never. I wanted to see what he'd come back and says, and he never come back. They ended up signing a boy, a Swiss boy, for international, played left centre back.
You used to ever?
Minnesota before Hearts.
Minnesota?
MLS, aye.
Was that Robbie Nielsen though?
Oh, Aidan Heath,
Oh,
guy
right.
from Newcastle, and it was like agreed and everything, but I couldn't get it was during COVID and I couldn't get an international visa, so fell through, signed for Hearts.
Oh, devastating.
And then Robbie Nielsen made us an offer at Tampa before Motherwell.
Tampon?
Aye.
Made you an offer with a tampon?
How about you, mate?
No, fuck.
Any sniffs abroad?
No.
Have you not?
No.
I know.
What? Because I was fucking hopeless.
So it gets everywhere now, but like it's like back in the day there was never anybody moving. Now there's like people, Scottish players moving everywhere.
Aye.
Good
Just
though.
obviously,
That's
that's
brilliant,
brilliant
that.
because they're doing so well.
Because in Scotland
What's
we don't play
happening
a
to Lennon
Scottish
Miller?
players
Gives a wee insight, come on. Is he gone or what?
Who?
Nah,
Lennon
no.
Miller.
I know, it's poor he's not told you anything.
No, just nothing.
Come on, his dad will be breaking out on PLZ tonight. You need
Aye.
to fucking do it.
I don't think there's been any official bids to my knowledge, but I think there's been loads of interest, so loads of people inquiring, but no bids.
Do you know how I'm obsessed with him? Your chairman. Kirk. Love him. Met him in Ashton Lane. I was
did you?
in a pint and he came and sat with his missus. He's so forward thinking, mate.
Is he being inspired?
Be inspired as well. He runs Be Inspired now, mate.
Right.
You need to get a coffee with this guy, mate. Honestly. I really like him. Even how he hinks about the Scot. Well, look at his appointments, mate.
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean? A young boy like that being brave enough to go and appoint people for abroad. I love it, mate. I love how he hinks.
I've never actually sat and had a conversation with him, mate.
You like him, mate. We should all go for
He's
a
young,
coffee
isn't he?
together. He's really young, mate.
Aye.
Really young.
Phone him in there.
He looks like McCucknell. There's something red. Honestly, he's double. What one last bit?
I've just. No, we spoke about Hibs there, didn't we? I think they're going to finish third. I think they're going to have a cracking season. The only thing they've maybe put a wee spanner works there with the European teams. Usually, early years have struggled, didn't they?
Well, the researchers said it's been suggesting that Mulligan chose Hibs over Rangers. Is that common knowledge or is that?
No chance.
Yeah, is that hearsay?
Honestly, right.
Is that hearsay or is that common
Now we
knowledge?
know that Pence has wrote that question because I know for a fact it's false.
Oh! Off camera, big
Get him on!
Fact.
get him on, strip him naked and get him on.
That is never.
He bleeds green, this guy.
Hibs fan.
He bleeds green.
That is a shocking shout. Never happened in a million years.
Have you ever heard that?
but
Fair
do-
fan. I
do you know
bleed
what-
green.
Do you know what? I was surprised at though.
Cut me open.
And again, it's obviously a good move for Mulligan, but I was surprised that like a lot of teams down south wasn't sniffing about him. Because we were saying it all last year. I thought he'd been a great signing for Rangers, but unbelievable signing for Hibs. I was actually shocked when we Fabrizio fucking.
Did Romano break it?
Mate, it was him.
That wee
He was the
virgin.
one that broke it.
How does he know everything?
Couldn't believe it, mate. He was texting Penn.
Weird.
The Dallas manager tells him everything. Romano's the Dallas manager.
Jamie McGrath could sign as well.
Brilliant signing.
Yeah, great sign.
Very good.
Aberdeen, will they be
Don't really know much about their
fighting
signings.
Hibs and Hearts?
I think their signings are a lot more unknown, aren't they? Because they've signed loads of players for like the Scandinavian leagues and that again. But again, with the money they're spending, that you're expecting them to be good, aren't you?
What about Majowski at Rangers? Would that be a good signing? Seen that?
Brilliant signing.
Has he been dug shite over there? Has he been good?
He's not really played, I don't think. I just mean how good he was here.
You think he's that much better than Shankland? Paying
No, I would have
6
took Shankland first.
Mm.
But I think
Yeah,
he'd be a good signing. I think he'd be a good signing for Rangers. I think.
Would you take me off at Celtic?
No.
No, I would have when he was at Aberdeen, but now because he's not played there, I don't know. But he was outstanding here.
Do we know anything about the boy for Fulham for Celtic? Nah, any do.
Charlie
Anyone done a
knows.
bit of research?
No. I don't know.
Who are you type at Fulham again?
Get a grant.
Text Grant, mate.
He's not at the film. He's TV.
I know, but he's still got fingers and pies in there, isn't he?
Mate, he's loved with Rangers fans, isn't he?
Oh,
Because that Defoe interview. Isn't they, mate?
but
They're
it was
all coming up to
Defoe
you.
that spoke well Rangers, wasn't it,
But
mate?
how many Rangers fans have come up to you
Saying they enjoyed the interview.
to enjoy the interview? And he was buzzing, mate. Because he's in with Rangers fans, isn't he? Aye, you were. Don't even start.
Being nice to people that,
No, it's not.
Sit you on a Wednesday.
mate.
No, it's no.
Oh, yeah, when there's only 1,000 watching, he's a mad Rangers fan, isn't he? Seen him at one of the walks?
He's right up against.
One of the wall.
Any other business lads? Any other teams?
Do you think he'll struggle?
Dundee United.
You think
There's
he'll
my,
struggle?
there's my shout to struggle. And I really like Jim Goodwin, but lost a lot of good players, haven't they?
Aye.
They've lost, the fact that they've lost Docherty and Gallagher for the dressing
How
room is
about
massive
that-
for
Dalby?
me.
That's what
Dalby.
they've released him.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Livingston's
Surprising.
struggling for me.
See, I actually think Liverpool made good signings.
Who have they? Graham Carey signed, didn't he? Seen that?
Graham Carey, Shane Blaney, who was at Motherwell, was a good player. Who was it? The boy Mo Salah for Dundee. Really surprised they got him.
Aye, he's not bad. Sentiment, big
I actually
destroyer.
think they've signed well. I think Liverpool will be
Tate's came
alright
back,
this
didn't
year.
he? Macaulay Tate.
Macaulay Tate back
Yeah.
on loan, aye.
Good player.
Do you think Kelly will struggle? Oh, I want to ask you, is big Pressley? How do you think he'll do?
Herdie's unbelievable.
Aye. Heard the same.
No way.
Dundee players.
Were you at Celtic with Elvis?
No.
He's one of my favourite people in football, mate.
Is he?
Amazing.
Just as a guy?
As a guy, mate. Amazing.
He'd have been good to get on here.
And see, the thing is, when you first remember he was at Hearts, like, he is a prick, man. The best guy, mate. He told you the first day he got in, it came in and read a Kipling poem in the reserve dressing room, mate. And then you are a man, my son.
Do you know the biggest
It's
thing I
amazing,
remember
mate.
with Pressley?
Big buckle shoes.
He's the only
But everybody's nudging themselves during that
Of
point.
course,
That's brilliant. Everybody's laughing at him.
shoulders gone.
Aye.
He's the only centre half I've ever seen in world of football that dived.
Oh, he was the best
Remember how
diver in
much
the
he
world.
dived? He used to
teach young centre halves to dive and tap of the ball.
I used to dive all the time.
Who's the dad?
He loved winding people up. He used to wind Aiden up all the time. See if Aiden was playing against Cads. You've got him on toes, Caddy. And Aiden got, how the fuck's he got me? I've got him 5 times. On toes, Caddy. He was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Have you heard he's amazing, mate? Huh? Total football, isn't he?
Heard these, is he? I don't know.
He
Somebody
likes to
said
play.
the other day he's
There's a few in the league now that want to play it. Motherwell, Dundee,
John McGlynn.
McGlynn at Falkirk. What a league it's going to be.
Even Martindale's living because he said he's sticking with the way they played last year.
can't wait for it. Going to be good, isn't it?
We'll get a cut.
Till 2 days in, 2 weeks in.
Is that pre-season, mate? As soon as it gets to November, it's getting fucking right up there.
You just did full pre-season, innit?
Aye, mate.
38
Full
game
year.
pre-season,
Aye.
mate, had no points.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Just watch it.
2 weeks in, it'll be, remember, if it has to go, it goes. It goes.
Nothing wrong with that, Rosette. They can't score for
Saw
that.
that chat just as you're getting your tap on, innit?
Aye.
Remember we play, but if it has to go, don't be scared to empty it.
No, I say to him, my worst.
Beer's getting riddled right now.
My worst is like, you've done it all for pre-season, but it's like, right, but for first 10 we do it.
15.
And then you look 10 minutes on the call, do we start playing?
No,
No, this?
if it's working, keep doing it. That is the
Spin them for the first day.
We
spin them the first day, then we'll play.
Are we still doing that? Aye, but you judging yourself. You be the judge.
But if it's no on, we go.
But he's assisting you, does it?
I like him there, man. Me tell him everything, didn't you? Oh, man. I hope we'll see a lot more. I think we'll see a lot more football. this year.
Brilliant, wouldn't it? Imagine every team just playing out to see how we'll get pressed and all. That'd be brilliant. I'd love to see teams absolutely press the life out of Celtic Rangers and all.
Yeah, so would I.
That's not too dangerous, yeah.
That's never going to happen, though, is it?
I don't know. I think McGlynn will, mate. I think McGlynn will go and press high. I really do you know?
Well,
Aye.
I suppose. But
Dell's a man for man. He was man for man last night. I know he's got
I think
but
Dale will.
Dell will go man for Hearts with the players that he's got. I think he'll give them the belief that they can go and do that against Celtic and Rangers.
love to see it.
Thielen will know. He's not a man. He's not a man for man. He's not a high presser, is he?
He goes that 4-4-2, doesn't he? One drops onto the sitter.
Plays for the counter all day, didn't he? Win it back counter.
I've just realised I've got fucking odd socks on. And I'm facing the camera, man.
Pull them up.
My New Balance and Nike. Fucking hell. But see this morning, I folded it air so I could hide it. But as the show's been going on, I've been fucking pulling them up. Bastard.
You've been doing so well as well.
Been good to see you again, boys.
No. When
Good
is
to
the
be
first
back,
one
boys.
back?
Got a date. We will be
28th.
back on the 28th.
What's the plans there the rest of the summer then? You've got a big launch coming soon, haven't you?
I can't even talk about my plans the next couple of weeks.
No?
Kick-off Saturday, mate, St Johnson.
Well, St Johnson Saturday, that'd be good, huh?
Fancies. Oh, that's what I'm going to say.
That's mad, to it, you fancy.
I've had a day.
Thanks, mate, appreciate
A
it.
day fancies, especially at EK.
I've heard I think they played Falkirk last night and were unbelievable, St Johnson, so...
Get beat though, didn't they? Did it win now?
No, I think
St
St
Johnson won 1-0.
Johnston won. No, St Johnson won.
What have,
Somebody
you
was
got,
at the game for us and said St Johnson were really good.
what have you got planned? Any big names in the golf show?
Going
Ian
holiday
Musenham's on
Saturday,
next week,
so
isn't
enough.
he? Ian Musenham.
Laura Davies. Big Kev.
I need to get
You
my
need to get
Kevin
Kevin.
on.
A big
Aye.
Kev would be good.
Give me a bit of joke, mate, golf.
Kev is good.
I think us three should come on as a four, that'd be great.
Definitely.
There would need to be a
play, but-
scramble though.
What we'll do is we'll get all second-hand golf clubs. We'll just all go and play a scramble.
Right? I'm up for
All
that.
hit the best ball, see what we can do on 9 holes.
I want to play against
Scramble
him, but I
there.
want to beat him.
You want to play me everything?
So what we'll do is then we'll play a challenge, 2 or 3 holes.
Aye, because I want
And
we
we'll
need
play-
competition playing each other.
Right, okay. When do you want to do it next week?
Whenever you
He's on
want.
I'm
holiday.
away next week, the week after,
Right, okay.
end
Where
of
you
July.
going?
Croatia.
We're not playing in Croatia, eh?
No, he's on holiday. I'm
Oh,
just
right.
asking where he's going on holiday.
Croatia.
But you know what? We'll need to go to Lindsay. That's what
Oh
he's
no,
like.
we'll go somewhere else.
Needs to be an easy course. Open
Keep it
course.
simple.
Aye.
Little hill, Bishop Briggs.
Fellhouston.
Right next
Your
year.
house drive's incredible.
No,
Where'd you want-
that's what I'm
Where
terrible
do you
at.
want to go?
You're big for it. We ought to meet for a coffee. How you ought to go? Fucking Kirky.
Alessio's best coffee in the world.
The world.
You'll
Alessio's
be getting
Kirk and
freebies
Tillett.
for that.
What are we going to
Yeah.
wear, mate?
Huh?
What are we going to wear at the golf?
Andy said suits.
Aye, suits, aye.
Boys, thanks. Aye. Done.